Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dr. Randy Thompson. Today I'm going to show you how chiropractors fix their own necks. So I'm using two things today. First thing I'm using a Theracane. Theracane's fantastic for digging into kind of those hard to reach places. The second thing I'm using today is a little chart to show you kind of where to keep track of where I'm hurting and to show you kind of what I'm working on at the same time. So we're going to refer to this back a couple times more in the video. So I've been having this weird kind of thing going on along here. I've been having a little bit of headaches as well. It might be coming from, I don't know exactly what's going on. So I figured I'd show you guys how I'm addressing it. I kind of talk through what my thought process is and kind of exactly seeing what it is that I'm doing while I'm fixing you guys up in the exam room. So let's get started. So I'm just going to start with some general range of motion. I already kind of generally know what's going on, but I'm going back and forth. As I'm going forward, I feel more tension on the left side than the right. When I'm leaning backwards, I don't really feel a huge difference, except this side is actually a little bit more tense in rotation. Laterally, I feel it more in the front when I go to this way. I feel it more in the back when I go this way. So it kind of gives me a general idea of what I'm going for. I'm going for the back on this side, I'm going for the front on this side, but there might be some more stuff that's kind of hiding along the way. So just as a general kind of thing, I'm just going to stretch out. I'm going to pull my ear over to my shoulder. I'm going to try to loosen all this up. I can feel some tension going up into almost like the bottom of my jaw almost. And that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not necessarily good or bad. It's just kind of where I'm feeling it today. I'm going to lean back a little bit more, getting a little bit of a better stretch when I lean backwards. Again, I'm just kind of trying to sense where I'm feeling tension and where things are tighter or where things are not so tight. And you can do the same thing too. That's the purpose of this video, is to show you that you guys can do the same things. It's nothing magical. I just have a little bit more tools in my toolbox that I'm going to try to give to you. So this side I'm not really feeling too much. Up or back. Oh, a little bit in there. A little guy right through there. So what I'm doing is I'm holding down my clavicle. It's going to give me a little bit of a better stretch down through here. I'm leaning back a little bit more. I'm rotating still. So far, I haven't had any of the pains that I've been feeling. Nothing's made my headache worse. Nothing's hurt while I've been doing any of this stuff. No, there's been no pain while I've been stretching out so far. If there is, I'm going to let you know. If there is, generally, I'm going to want to do less of that. If anything that I just did while you're doing this at home with me is making things worse or is sharp or something like that, try to. We're going to explore it in a little bit, but don't really push into that too hard. So after I did my first kind of scan, I'm going to dig right into here. Let me jot this down exactly. So far, I'm feeling it a lot. Right through, back through here, and right in here, a little bit out through here, a little bit up here. So this is where I'm feeling it so far. Those little X's are kind of where I'm feeling it. Oh, this is reversed, but this is my left, this is my right. So that's how I make sure I don't really forget anything that I'm feeling. Oh, geez. So what I'm going to do now, oh my God, I'm going to stretch out. I found it. I found the sucker that's giving me headaches. So what I'm doing, so the muscle I'm at right now is called my trapezius, right? It's shaped like a trapezoid. I'll show you the picture in a little bit. You kind of just saw it. But I'm going to push in really hard right in through here, and I'm going to stretch at the same time. That pain is going right up into my ear, right kind of behind my ear right now. I'm just digging in and stretching it over. I'm trying to, so right now getting directly down pressure, I'm not getting the best kind of angle. So I'm going to move this further forward. I'm moving this forward and I'm going to push it back. Oh, Jesus, right in there is where I'm getting a really good angle to get a really significant amount of pressure on this to stretch it out. And it's helping. I hope. Oh man, right in through there sucks. And so at first I was doing the large global range of motion. Then when I kind of found that one little nitty gritty spot, like, so I took it to tension and then I gave a little bit of overpressure. That was what that move was. I took it all the way to tension to where it's like, okay, the muscle is now tight. Now I'm doing a little bit of kind of bouncing overpressure. I'm not really forcing it, but it's getting a lot of good motion and good pressure into that little crevice. Oh man. So I'm just kind of experimenting. I'm kind of feeling what I feel more stress in and where I don't. Oh, that's not for that spot. So yeah, so where I was just then, right there, that one I circled right there is a freaking, that was a nasty one that I was just working on. So it's not necessarily where I felt it. I felt it was kind of like up here a little bit more. Remember I said I felt it in my ear, but the actual problem spot is right in there. So that was the front. I'm going to go hit up the back now, because I'm already working on this side. Oh, let me show you what I just felt. So on this side, you can see it easier. See where this muscle is I'm sorry. Not this one right here, but this guy right through there. That guy. I just felt a whole bunch right in there. So I'm going to dig into that real quick. That is extreme pain right where the knob is kind of digging into. I'm having trouble getting pressure on it. Oh, right there. So what I did, I was trying to go down, but if I went in, I went, towards in this way, I'm getting a lot better pressure. And it's hard to do it with one hand because I'm trying to use my other hand to stretch, but I'm holding on. This little knob is giving me a little bit of pressure, but I'm also putting my thumb around the cane so I have more force. Oh, geez, going that way. Right through there is a real good one. So I'm having a little bit of trouble doing both, so I think I'm just going to get some massage. I had to use two hands. I couldn't get the right kind of pressure on it with just one. I'm just going to, oh man. So when I'm working, what I'm doing is I'm starting right here where it's hurting, and I'm tracing the muscle upwards. So the muscle kind of goes like this, kind of goes up and in that way, and so that's what I'm trying to trace. But I'm starting at the tip of my shoulder blade. I'm starting at the posterior tip of my shoulder blade. I'm working up and in towards the neck. Oh, right there. And so the neck movements that I'm doing they kind of start with the origin and insertion, right? So if you know your anatomy and you know where the muscle goes, say, if I can say it, I know it attaches from the superior angle of the scapula, and it goes to my third, fourth, and fifth lateral border of my cervical vertebrae, right? That's easy for me to find because I know where it is. But if you don't know your anatomy, then just feel around. You're going to feel when you're in the right spot. You're going to feel when you're not. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm following the muscle. I'm tracing where I know the muscle goes. But if you don't know where it goes, that's okay. Just dig around in the spot that you're feeling it. And when you don't feel it, you're in the wrong spot. So I kind of changed up my technique just then. At first, I was trying to go straight up and down while kind of looking to the side, just trying to go up and down. But if I go up and down and I twist at the end, that little twist gives it a lot more, I can feel a lot more. So I can't tell you exactly that's the action of the muscle or that's the perfect stretch for you. But I know that for me, right now in this moment, with this Theracane, that is the right angle for me. Oh, man. Ooh. All right. So let's mark up where that was. Kind of did already, but up in... right in through there. I added a little extra guy. Right in there, I'm really feeling it too. So, let's try the other side. Let's see how it feels. So, I can find a couple of the same spots on the other side. That's not terrible. That one right in there is I can feel it stretching, but it's not causing the same kind of shooting pain up into the ear that the other side was. It's just kind of stiff. That one goes directly here, like right up through here. That one was hiding. And that's why we always explore both sides, so we can find the stuff that needs attention. Oh man. Right in there. Right in there's a good one. So I'm pretty much just doing the same thing on the other side. Nothing crazy. If I do anything different, I'll let you know. That one just hurts. So what I'm avoiding is bony prominences. So the tip of my shoulder, like if I'm standing up straight, I always know that the tips of both shoulders are going to hurt a lot because that's a bone. There's a bone right there. That's called your acromial process. That's part of your scapula. If you put it directly on there, there's no give, there's no bounce, there's no squish to it. You want to squish. That's how you know that you're in the muscle. Otherwise, if you're out on the bone, it's going to hurt a lot and you're not going to do a lot of good. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay in the squishy parts of the muscle, but as you can see through here, there's a bunch of bony spots, right? So this all through here, and that right along there, remember that's the tip of the shoulder that we were talking about, all through there, that's all bone. So right in here, that's a bone that I have to try to avoid. I got to go on either side of it. I could go on top of it, but I don't want to push directly on the bone. And you'll know when you're on the bone and when you're not. You'll know because it's either going to squish or it's not going to squish. So right in there. Oh boy, that's a good spot. Oh. Ow. That's a good one. It's not referring. It's not going to the side of my head anymore. Maybe I'm not in the right spot. That spot feels stiff. So what I just did, I was working on the back. I rolled to the front and I pushed backwards like we were talking about before. Turns out I got this on the other side too. Oh man. As I get closer to the neck, it gets more so. So I'm feeling a lot closer into the neck than I was on the other side. And through here. Oh, right in there. That's a good spot. Let me see if I marked that up yet. So yeah. So right where I was feeling it before on the right side, those are the two spots. Maybe a little bit up through here was kind of a surprise. That one we knew about, but that was the one that was referring just straight up. Alrighty. Oh yeah. It's still there. And we're just digging. We're just looking for new spots and digging. So when I go backwards, I don't really feel it much, but when I go back out and I kind of put my chin over that way, I'm getting a good stretch. I'm not feeling lightheaded. I'm not feeling dizzy. I'm not feeling that shooting up into the side of my head anymore. If I was feeling dizzy at any time, I'd stop. I'd take a break. It's just not worth it. Oh man, right in there. Okay. Let's do another sweep. It's been about, right in there still. Okay. So the front of the neck on this side, I had thought it was going to be something kind of like underneath my collarbone. Like I thought it was going to be one of these muscles in here. I'm really feeling it the most. Still on the this. Oh, you can see it. That is what that thing that's jumping straight out is where I'm really feeling it. That's where I'm really trying to dig into. I'll wear a thin T-shirt next time so you can see exactly what I'm digging into. But oh man, that guy's tight. Again, that's going straight up to the back of my ear. Nothing's causing that headache though. Remember I said at the beginning that I had some headaches. Nothing's recreating that yet. This is like came the closest to it, but I felt the headache on the other side, so I'm going to check that out in just a little bit. I'm kind of sawing back and forth, waiting. So if you've been digging around in one area, kind of like I've just been doing, and you're kind of like not really feeling it anymore, like it's there, but like you're not sure if you're in like the perfect spot. What I just did is I leaned my head all the way to the side. I kind of dug back and forth, feeling for the most tender spot. And as I'm going back and forth, I'm finding one spot right there. Right there is the worst spot in that vicinity that when I'm already on tension. So I'm already on tension, I dug around, that's the worst spot. I'm just going to dig in there a whole bunch more. And I'm using two hands. I'm pulling down with this hand, and I'm pushing back with this hand. And together, that's just terrible. Oh my goodness. And you're going to find these spots too, and when you do, and when they suck, just think of the face I'm making right now. I can't see it because my eyes are closed, but this hurts. Oh man, but it's going to feel good afterwards. And it's worth it, because this takes maybe like 20 minutes. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but oh man, this is just so worth it, because I can feel it breaking up. I can feel it going further each time. There's little crunchies. And whenever you feel like the little crunchies like in there, you know like you're getting into a good spot, somewhere that hasn't really been paid much attention to for a while. And so for me, here's where this is. It's this guy. That little guy right there. See how it's right on top of the collarbone, but it's out to the outside. And so if you trace your collarbone, you go to the outside, right there, I bet you never really paid much attention to there. Like it's kind of a funky spot that, oh man, I can even grab it. Like, oh geez, if I grab it on both sides, it's even worse. It's just bulging right out. Like I can't even get a good grip on it because it's too tense. The stuff around it tenses up as I'm pinching it between my fingers, so I'm losing my grip. It's kind of like slipping out from under me whenever I lean to the side. So that's why I like the pressure from the Theracane a lot better, to just really just dig right in there. Oh man. I'm going to make this one a lot bigger. So this is so far what I've done so far. This has been what we've kind of covered. I had a couple spots in the front, a couple spots in the back. It's been, so one thing you should notice is that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 separate muscles. We're at 17 minutes so far. Maybe I talked for about 1 minute. That's 2 minutes per muscle group, and that's all we really want to do. 2 minutes per muscle group is a therapeutic dose. That's you don't want to do much more than that, otherwise you're going to be pretty sore the next day. This spot, I think I'm going to be sore on anyway. Like I think I got to work on that one a little bit more. But the front of the neck tension is almost gone. It's still a little bit there on this side. The back feels even. The back feels very even now. Going straight down. The other side feels tighter when I go straight down. And when I go up, it feels great. When I go up, it feels fine. Like that all feels equal. So what that means is I did a lot of work on the back through here, loosen that up. Probably could use a little bit more work right in that spot. I'll address that either tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna hit it too much in a row. I want to give it time to rest. I want to give it time to kind of move around, allow new blood to get back in there, bringing all the vitamins and nutrients and all the stuff that your body needs to heal the muscle. You want to give that time to work. So I'm not gonna beat the heck out of it anymore right this second, but now because I kind of took notes and I wrote down where I'm feeling it the most, I can use this next time so that I can keep track of my spots. I can say, okay, is this spot getting better? Is this spot getting worse? I don't have to do that search and exploration anymore. I can just jump right into it because I already have my cheat sheet. So we might, if you guys are interested, if you made it this far into the video and you think this is cool and you want your own cheat sheet, leave us something in the comments so I know that there's interest in this. I can definitely make a couple of them for the neck, for the shoulders, for the low back, for the legs, so that way you guys can keep track at home of what your extremely tender spots are and what your kind of problem spots that you want to work on a little bit more are. So drop us something in the comments if you liked the video today. I'll probably do this a couple more times in the future and show you how I fix up myself. Besides that, that's all for today. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, one quick thing I forgot that I wanted to mention. Noticed the one big thing that wasn't there. You saw a chiropractor fix his own neck, but what didn't I do? I never adjusted my own neck, and I really don't want you to either. Here's why. The spots there, if I turn my head all the way to the left and all the way to the right, and I give it a little bit of overpressure, I give it a good push to hear some pops. The pops that you heard are the easiest ones to pop. Those are the ones that are already loose. You don't want this. You don't want to make the ones that are already loose even more loose. You only want to make the stiff ones more loose. And you need a diagnostician. You need somebody who's trained to feel at the intersegmental level exactly what's stiff and what's not. I can't feel that on my own neck. I can feel in general, front, back, left, right, kind of what's more or less. But if I wanted an adjustment, I need to go to a chiropractor. I can't adjust my own neck. You can't adjust your own neck. The both of us, if we want an adjustment, we need to go to a chiropractor. So keep that in mind while you're fixing your neck. Please don't adjust yourself. Leave it to the professionals. We don't want to see anybody. It's not a risky maneuver. You're not going to hurt yourself if you do it. You're just not going to feel as better. It's going to feel good for about 20 minutes, and it's going to go right back to the way that it was. If you're making the loose ones more loose, the muscles have to spaz up to compensate, and if you're not adjusting the stiff ones, you're really not fixing the problem. So make sure that when you're doing it on your own, just like when I do it on my own, stick to the massage, stick to the the stretches, leave the adjustments to the chiropractors. Just like I do. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.